students, to the fifth module of this chapter and moving ahead with modes of reproduction used by a single organism. In this module, we will learn two new modes. Those are budding and fragmentation. So let us begin with budding first. Wow, what a classical video that we see here. An organism is developing something like a bird, and that bird is getting separated. And it is very, very fast. Let us find out in whom it takes place. It is seen in yeast, a unicellular fungi. What happens? A small outgrowth is formed on the parental cell. On the parental cell, right there in the second diagram, we can see a small outgrowth is coming out. Okay. The nucleus of the parent cell now enlarges and divides itself. All right. And one daughter nucleus. One nucleus which is newly produced, it starts moving, migrating into the bud. All right. Because of the nucleus now, the bud starts increasing in size. The bud has now its individual nucleus, and this nucleus helps the bud to increase in size. Now, when the bud is fully grown and is capable of an independent existence, it separates and grows further and develops into a new yeast cell. A classic method of budding. After budding, we move to the next method of fragmentation. The very word fragmentation means a process, an act of breaking into fragments or several pieces. Now, if something has to break into pieces, students, it has to be long. It has to be ribbon-like. Yes! Fragmentation is usually seen in multicellular organisms with a simple ribbon-like body or body organization. And which are those organisms? As you can see, the classical Spirogyra or Eulothrix. What happens? These are both aquatic plants. Students, on maturation, their fragments break up into smaller pieces. On maturation, the entire ribbon breaks up into smaller pieces. Pieces called as fragments. Pieces called as fragments. As you can see here, these pieces or fragments further grow into new individuals. These fragments or these new individuals are carried with water to far and wide places where they develop into new ribbons, new individuals. And with this, student, we end our module.